Have you ever contemplated the secret of the universe that could transform your life? The expression, as above, so below, carries profound wisdom, intriguing and inspiring curious minds throughout the ages. This ancient phrase invites us to uncover the mysteries of the cosmos and understand our own existence in deeper ways. Let's explore the hidden meanings and universal truths in this timeless principle and discover how it applies to our daily lives. As above, so below is a principle that dates back to Hermetic teachings, an esoteric tradition that believes in the interconnectedness of all things. This concept suggests that the patterns and phenomena observed in one realm of existence are mirrored in another, creating harmony between different levels of reality. Imagine contemplating the vast cosmos and realizing that the same patterns and dynamics exist within us, in our thoughts and feelings. The power of this principle lies in its ability to remind us that we are part of something much larger. We are not just isolated individuals. We are reflections of a vast and interconnected universe. This understanding can transform our view of the world and our place in it, inspiring us to live more consciously and harmoniously. To fully understand as above, so below, it is essential to explore its roots in ancient Hermetic traditions. Hermeticism, named after the legendary Hermes Trismegistus, is a body of philosophical and spiritual ideas dating back to ancient Egypt and later incorporated into Greek philosophy and medieval alchemy. These teachings are found in texts such as the Corpus Hermeticum and the Emerald Tablet. The Emerald Tablet, in particular, is one of the most well-known sources of the principle of correspondence. It is believed that Hermes Trismegistus wrote, "That which is above is like that which is below, and that which is below is like that which is above, to accomplish the miracles of one thing." This riddle suggests a profound connection between all levels of existence, from the microcosm to the macrocosm. The central idea is that the microcosm, the smaller world or the individual, reflects the macrocosm, the larger world or the universe. This concept teaches us that by understanding ourselves, we can understand the universe and vice versa. This holistic perspective offers a path to self-knowledge and universal wisdom. As we deepen our understanding of the principle, as above, so below, we perceive the complex web of connections that binds the entire universe. This interconnectedness suggests that everything that happens on one level of reality influences and is influenced by what happens on another. Thus, events in the cosmos have parallels in our daily lives, and our actions, thoughts, and emotions have repercussions that ripple through all existence. Imagine the universe as a vast network, where each node represents a part of reality. When one node is touched, the entire network resonates. This is the concept of universal interconnection. For example, the tides of the oceans are influenced by the phases of the moon, and our biological cycles can be affected by these same cosmic forces. Similarly, our emotional states can reflect and be reflected in events around us. Understanding this interconnectedness can help us live more consciously. Recognizing that our actions have an impact beyond our immediate perception, we can make more responsible decisions aligned with a greater good. This knowledge encourages us to cultivate empathy, compassion, and a greater appreciation for the complexity of life. The principle, as above, so below, teaches us that there is a cosmic mirror between the macrocosm and the microcosm. In other words, the patterns we see on the large scales of the universe are reflected on smaller scales and vice versa. This idea leads us to a deeper understanding of the symmetry and underlying order of reality. Consider, for example, the movement of planets in our solar system. These celestial bodies follow precise orbits governed by gravitational laws. Interestingly, these same laws govern the behavior of atoms and subatomic particles in our bodies. Just as planets orbit the sun, electrons orbit the nucleus of an atom. This correspondence reveals a surprising symmetry and harmony between different levels of existence. Applying this concept to our lives, we can perceive that our own experiences, thoughts, and emotions are reflections of the larger universe. The dynamics we observe within ourselves can offer insights into the dynamics of the cosmos. This perspective encourages us to seek balance and harmony in all areas of our lives, recognizing that we are part of an interconnected whole. The analogy between the cosmos and atoms fascinatingly exemplifies the principle, as above, so below. In the vast expanse of the universe, stars and planets move in ordered patterns, creating galaxies and solar systems. On a much smaller scale, atoms, with their nuclei and electrons, replicate these same patterns. This correspondence reveals the beauty of the symmetry that permeates all creation. When we observe the movement of celestial bodies, we witness the same fundamental forces that govern the behavior of subatomic particles. The laws of physics, such as gravity and electromagnetism, operate on both scales, uniting the macrocosm and the microcosm in a harmonious cosmic dance. This understanding leads us to see unity in diversity, order in apparent chaos. For many, this correspondence is not just a scientific curiosity, but a source of deep spiritual inspiration. It suggests that by understanding the laws that govern the universe, we can gain insights into ourselves and our place in the great web of existence. This perception can motivate us to seek knowledge, wisdom, and a deeper connection with the universe around us. The principle, as above, so below, leads us to a fascinating exploration of the microcosm within us. Just as the universe is vast and complex, our inner world, composed of thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, reflects this complexity. Every thought we have, every emotion we feel, is a manifestation of the same laws and patterns that govern the cosmos. Our thoughts and feelings do not exist in isolation. They interact and influence our actions and how we perceive the world around us. When we are internally balanced, we experience a sense of harmony and peace that is reflected in our relationships and external circumstances. Conversely, internal imbalances can manifest as conflicts and challenges in our daily lives. By cultivating self-awareness and introspection, we can begin to align our inner microcosm with the harmonious forces of the universe. Practices like meditation, journaling, and mindfulness help us observe and understand our internal patterns, allowing us to make conscious adjustments to live more in tune with the world around us. This inner harmony becomes a source of strength and clarity in our lives. The concept of correspondence finds powerful expression in depth psychology, particularly in Carl Jung's theories of synchronicity. Jung described synchronicity as meaningful coincidences that seem to occur without a direct causal connection, but hold deep significance for the person experiencing them. These coincidences suggest a link between the inner world of the mind and the outer world of events. For instance, you might be thinking of an old friend and suddenly receive a call or message from them. These seemingly random and disconnected events can be seen as reflections of an underlying principle of correspondence, where our internal thoughts and feelings manifest in our external experiences. Jung believed that these experiences were not merely coincidences, but expressions of a larger pattern of interconnection. In practice, recognizing and valuing synchronicity can enrich our understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe. By paying attention to these meaningful coincidences, we can gain insights into our subconscious desires, fears, and aspirations, and use this knowledge to guide our decisions and actions. Synchronicity reminds us that we are part of a larger web of existence, where the internal and external are in constant dialogue. At the heart of the principle, as above, so below, is the idea that all beings and things are interconnected. This view is shared by many spiritual traditions around the world, which emphasize the unity and interdependence of all life. Spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, and contemplation are designed to deepen our awareness of this interconnectedness and help us live in harmony with the cosmos. Meditation, for example, invites us to quiet the mind and connect with the deeper flow of existence. By focusing our attention on the present moment, we can experience a sense of unity with everything around us, realizing that we are not separate beings, but parts of a greater whole. This experience of unity can bring profound peace and a sense of purpose. Prayer, another common spiritual practice, can be seen as an act of aligning with the universe. By expressing our desires, gratitude, and intentions, we are connecting with the greater forces that govern life. Contemplation, in turn, encourages us to reflect on our own nature and the world around us, seeking a deeper understanding and greater harmony with existence. These spiritual practices remind us of our interconnectedness and help us live more consciously and meaningfully. The principle of polarity, closely related to that of correspondence, teaches us that within the universe, there are complementary pairs of opposites that are interdependent. Instead of viewing these opposites as conflicting, we are invited to recognize them as necessary parts of a larger whole. Light and darkness, joy and sorrow, love and fear. Each pair of opposites defines and gives meaning to the other. For example, understanding light is only possible because we know darkness. Similarly, we value joy precisely because we experience sorrow. These opposites are not independent. They exist in relation to one another, each providing the necessary structure for the existence and understanding of the other. This perspective helps us transcend dualistic thinking that categorizes everything as good or bad and encourages us to see the underlying interconnection and interdependence. In our lives, embracing the principle of polarity can bring a more balanced and compassionate understanding of human experiences. Instead of fighting against our negative or challenging emotions, we can recognize them as essential parts of our journey. By accepting both highs and lows, we can find a deeper balance and inner harmony that reflects the order and beauty of the universe. At the core of the principle of correspondence is the understanding that all living beings are interconnected in a vast web of life. This interconnectedness is not just an abstract idea. It manifests in tangible ways in our bodies, ecosystems, and even in cosmic interactions. From the smallest cells to the largest celestial bodies, all forms of life share an essential bond. Consider how plants and animals interact in an ecosystem. Plants produce oxygen and food that sustain animals, while animals help with pollination and seed dispersal. This interdependent cycle maintains the balance and health of the environment. Similarly, our bodies depend on a delicate balance of microorganisms to function properly. This understanding of interconnection extends beyond Earth to the cosmos. The gravity that keeps planets in orbit is the same force that keeps our feet on the ground. The elements that make up our bodies were forged in the stars, showing that we are literally made of the same substance as the universe. This recognition can inspire a profound sense of reverence and responsibility, reminding us of our mutual connection and dependence with all life. While the principle of correspondence offers a rich and profound perspective on the interconnectedness of the universe, it is not without challenges and misunderstandings. One of the most common misconceptions is oversimplifying this principle, equating it solely with the concept of the law of attraction. While there is overlap, correspondence is a much broader and more complex concept, involving the interconnection of all aspects of reality, not just the attraction of desired things. Oversimplification can lead to frustration and disappointment when desires do not manifest as expected. The true power of the principle of correspondence lies in recognizing and working with the underlying patterns and dynamics of the universe, rather than expecting our wishes to automatically come true. It is important to understand that correspondence involves a complex network of relationships and influences that go beyond immediate individual control. To effectively apply this principle in our lives, a commitment to patience, openness, and a willingness to question our own limitations and biases is necessary. In a world often dominated by materialism and individualism, shifting our perspective to recognize the interconnectedness of all life can be challenging. However, overcoming these barriers allows us to cultivate a more holistic and balanced view of reality. Recognizing the interconnectedness of all things can be a powerful tool for personal growth and self-transformation. By understanding how our thoughts, emotions, and actions are intertwined with the world around us, we can begin to align more consciously with the flow of the universe to manifest our desires and fulfill our potential. One way to apply the principle of correspondence to personal growth is through observing and reflecting on the patterns and synchronicities in our lives. Keeping a journal or regularly reflecting on our experiences can help identify recurring themes or symbols that offer insights into our subconscious desires or challenges. This heightened awareness allows us to work more consciously with these patterns to create positive changes. Practices such as meditation and visualization can also be powerful tools for harmonizing our internal states with our desired goals. Meditation helps calm the mind and tune into the deeper rhythms of existence, cultivating a sense of peace and clarity. Visualization, on the other hand, allows us to imagine our goals as already achieved, aligning our thoughts and emotions with the corresponding energies needed to bring these intentions into reality. The principle of correspondence also offers valuable insights into the dynamics of interpersonal relationships. Understanding and applying this principle in our interactions with others can help us cultivate deeper connections, mutual understanding, and overall well-being. At the core of correspondence in relationships is empathy, the ability to put oneself in another's shoes and understand their experiences and emotions. When we recognize that others' thoughts, feelings, and experiences are closely linked to our own, we develop a greater capacity to resonate with their joys and challenges. This awareness fosters empathy, allowing us to connect more authentically and compassionately. Effective communication is essential to applying the principles of correspondence in relationships. By actively listening to others without judgment or interruption, we create a space for understanding and connection to flourish. Empathic listening allows us to tune into others' needs and perspectives, strengthening the bonds of trust and mutual respect. This practice not only enhances our interpersonal relationships, but also helps us navigate life with greater balance and harmony. Mastering the principle of correspondence in our daily lives involves cultivating mindfulness, awareness, and intentionality in our thoughts, actions, and interactions. By aligning ourselves with the interconnectedness of all things, we can face life's challenges with grace and purpose, creating positive outcomes and deepening our connection with the universe. One fundamental practice for mastering correspondence is mindfulness. By bringing our attention to the present moment and observing our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment, we can cultivate a deeper awareness of the interconnected web of existence. Mindfulness allows us to recognize the subtle patterns and synchronicities that shape our reality, empowering us to respond to life's circumstances with clarity and wisdom. Journaling is another powerful tool for cultivating correspondence in daily life. By regularly recording our thoughts, experiences, and reflections, we can gain insights into the deeper patterns and dynamics at work in our lives. Journaling allows us to track our progress, identify recurring themes or challenges, and set intentions for personal growth and transformation. The journey through the principle as above, so below reveals a profound and multifaceted understanding of the interconnection between all things in the universe. From the vast grandeur of the cosmos to the inner realms of our thoughts and emotions, this principle teaches us that everything is linked in an intricate web of correspondence and harmony. By exploring how our inner worlds reflect and are influenced by universal patterns, we gain a richer and more holistic perspective of our existence. Through practices of self-awareness, mindfulness, and advanced techniques, we can align our lives with the greater forces around us, fostering personal growth, deep connections, and a renewed sense of purpose. Embracing the principle of correspondence not only enriches our understanding of the universe, but also empowers us to live more consciously and harmoniously, contributing to the creation of a more balanced and interconnected world.